It's not an easy job, what we do.
What we do?
It wasn't that much different than you once, remember? I recall a time when I used to work with a certain government agency, and I experienced occupational burnout. I put myself through so much unnecessary anguish where I should have just walked away. It was up to me to choose which way I left, walking or being carried.
You all right?
No, he's not all right. Just shot him. What do you want?
I'm here to buy.
I don't sell coke to kids.
I ain't a kid. I got the money. What do you say?
We sell kilos to people with money. Now go, scram.
Okay, front me a key. And I'll turn it around quick. How can I convince you I'm for real?
Welcome to the real world. Any last words, just in case?
Don't miss. Move the key and bring you back the cash. I got a friend for life.
You got one day to bring me $12,000.
How am I supposed to cut it, weigh it, bag it, sell it, and bring you back your cash in one day?
Not my problem. Say you have a market, show me. See you tomorrow, Frankie. Otherwise, I'll see you after that.
Because I'm a soldier. Always a soldier. I go from one battlefield to another. That's what I do. You're not like me. First time I met you, I said to myself, this young man can do anything he wants. That's the biggest curse a man can have. I go from war to war, whereas a man like you has the war inside. Teddy McDonald. I can help you do that.
Sorry, Habib. I couldn't trust him.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Snowfall, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Snowfall Season 5, and we're going to be talking about your boy, Avi. This is the Remembering Avi video. Of course, we had to talk about him, man. He's an OG of Snowfall. He is Franklin Saint's first, you know what I'm saying, plug. And, you know, Franklin learned a lot from him throughout these years of just watching this show. Y'all saw the character development. If you go back to the very beginning of this actual series, you can see just how much Franklin has grown. Now, Franklin has learned so much from Avi, and he has gained so much respect for Avi, right? We've seen it throughout the history of the show. And at the end in season 5 for Avi, you can see, you know, that connection between Franklin and Avi and how much he really learned and appreciated this dude. And time again throughout the whole series, you see Franklin getting some information as far as what he needs to be doing, as far as his life and the decisions that he's going to make. In season 5, y'all saw what Avi told Franklin. Like, look, kid, you can do and be anything that you want to do. Me, I bounce from battlefield to battlefield, war to war. With you, you got the war inside of you, you know what I'm saying? You are a different type of breed. And Avi seen that in the very first time he met Franklin. He said it. He's seen that. So, of course, I had to show you guys when they first had, you know, a scene together. And that scene is classic. It is classic. And it's crazy because, like, if you go back and watch that original, you know, season 1 of Snowfall or even the earlier seasons, I mean, you just appreciate those seasons that much more to see how, you know, great the character development has been since the very beginning. I was watching that scene between Franklin and Avi, and I'm looking like, man, I want to watch the whole season over again just to see how everything really played out once again. You know, even though I watched it before, but to go back after watching all the seasons and seeing where we were at and knowing that season 6 is going to be the end, you know, it is always good to go back and watch the original seasons to see just how much each character has grown. And y'all saw in Franklin's, his demeanor and his behavior from the first time he met Avi all the way up to the end. The character development is very, very clear to me, just how much each character has changed. And, it's just crazy that it's all going to come to an end next season. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out my last video of Snowfall. I dropped the episode 10 season finale recap. It was crazy. We're getting ready for the next season, and I'm going to tell you right now, Avi's death is going to be major, especially for your boy Teddy. I mean, Avi was the arms dealer, and that's going to have a major impact on the storyline, in my opinion. But you guys, you leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. You let me know exactly how you felt about your boy Avi, his character, what he brought to the table when it comes to Snowfall. Because it all started with Avi, right? That first kilo that your boy Franklin got, y'all know what happened after that. I mean, it was history after that, but the way that Avi recruited Franklin made him prove himself, and the things that Franklin was willing to do to get in the game. Franklin was willing to die in order to make this move with Avi, right? And just like Uncle Jerome told him, that brick that you got is going to cause, all types of different issues. And we saw it right after Franklin got that, that work from Avi. All types of different things happened to him after that, but he dealt with them. Now, Franklin and Avi's relationship, yes, it did hit some bumps along the way. We know in season 3, Avi was taking money from Franklin without Franklin knowing. Franklin found out. He checked Avi and let him know, like, look, if it was anybody else, I will take you out. If any of my people found out about this, they will take you out, right? So Franklin could have easily took out Avi. We know Avi has some issues with the people that he was working with, the Israelis, right? So Franklin said, you know what? Don't steal from me ever again. And if you need money or whatever, if you need anything, just let me know. Now, Franklin could have just took Avi out, but Franklin said, you know what? You helped me get into the game. Franklin had that respect for Avi. As Franklin told him, if we do business together, you will have a friend for life. You know what I'm saying? And Franklin, time and time again, he showed us how much he respected Avi, because he went to Avi, told Avi about his kid coming, about his decisions he was going to make. And Avi, he gave him advice like Franklin was his son for real, right? So it goes to show you just how much Franklin really cared about him, and also how much Avi cared about this kid, Franklin. But we know who Avi is. As I told you guys before, Avi has told us who he is. If Avi's back is pushed against the wall, he's willing to do whatever it takes to survive. He has told Franklin he goes from battlefield to battlefield. In season 3, y'all saw what Avi did. So it wasn't a surprise to me when Avi told Ruben information about Teddy, right? It wasn't no surprise. And to be honest, Avi probably was thinking like, well, if I don't tell him, I'm probably going to end up getting tortured, or he just going to kill me flat out. So it's like, a double-edged sword. You don't really have a choice. You're going to die anyway. Now, as I told you, once Ruben told Avi that ain't no negotiating, especially about his life, I knew what this dude was on. Especially working for the KGB. I mean, you already know this dude was just going to use Avi and gain information from him. Use that information, get what he want, and take Avi out. And that's exactly what ended up happening. We lost your boy Avi. And it was sad, man, to see how it all ended. We know in this lifestyle that they're living, this is what happens. And at the end of the day, we talked about how Avi's character was taken out, but it represented more to me, because it's like, this is the end. Yes, we do know Snowfall was ending next season, but Avi's death, it made us really feel it like, okay, this is really going to come to an end very, very soon. Because Avi is one of the biggest characters on the show, right? We know this. He ain't just a small character, right? He's one of the biggest characters on the show. So for him to go, once again, it reassures us that the story is coming to an end. The journey of Franklin Saint in Snowfall is coming to the end. And Avi would not be the only main character that's going to go. There's going to be some other people getting dropped off as well. Avi did what Avi said he's always going to do, and that's exactly what he did. He met his fate. But we know Avi had connections with Teddy. He gave up information. So Teddy, he's going to have to watch his back next season. The KGB is going to be on his back. At the same time, we know Teddy was supposed to get triple the weapons in 60 days from Avi. This is, I believe, the last conversation that they had. Avi told him, I got you. I'll get you the weapons in 60 days. Triple the weapons. Because we know Teddy and this whole war in Nicaragua or whatever is coming to an end. So Teddy wanted to make sure that he had everything intact so everything can come to a complete end, and it was no more, going back and forth. But now that Avi's out the picture and Teddy understands that, someone is after him, Parissa got snatched up, he knows this is not good. Like I told you guys, Avi's, death is going to have major consequences in season 6. It's going to change the whole landscape of the war that they're doing. And it's going to change some people's, perspectives on what they're going to be doing as far as surviving. I can't wait to see it, man. I cannot wait to see how it's all going to end. Now, Avi said his prayer when he was dying because he knew it was time. He knew it was time. So it was time to actually, say this prayer, put himself at peace with God, and accept the fact that his life has come to an end. I mean, it is sad that it had to be your boy Avi, but as I told you guys, this is the game that they playing, right? And a lot of the times, most of the times, you're going to end up in jail or dead. And, unfortunately, your boy Avi, he is dead. He's been through a lot, but you already know I had to give him his respects. He's a Snowfall OG. It all started with him. So today we are remembering Avi. And I will say this about Avi. That dude can dress. He always had on a fly outfit. You couldn't tell him nothing. And at least Avi got to, spend his last days. I mean, he got to go to the wedding. I mean, we know the LSD had everybody tripping. But he got to kick it in his final weeks on the show. But it is what it is, man. I can't wait to see what's going to be the outcome in season 6. But you guys let me know. What do you think about your boy Avi? What did you like most about his character? Besides a little issue that he had with Franklin in season 3, I will say for the most part, they had good business together. And it showed just because you can see that chemistry between the two. Franklin and Avi, they had a cool relationship. And even Leon. They looked up to him and they learned a lot from him. And hopefully in season 6, his death, they can learn on what they need to be doing to survive, because it's not going to be easy. Now, I want you guys to get your early predictions ready for Snowfall season 6. Later this week, we're going to go over the early predictions for the next upcoming season. I cannot wait to talk about it, so prepare and get ready for that one. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.